Somewhere in today's video, there's going to be a coupon code for Black Friday to save you money on the site. But I'm not going to tell you where. You're going to have to watch. And you'll see and hear where it is when you hear it. Good luck! Reefing fam, this bubble coral's dying, but we're going to give it to Tia. And she's going to save it. Take him away, save it. What's going on? Reefing fam, March here, Fragbox TV. Shop is closed. It is Monday. Black Friday is this week. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Why am I talking like this? I should just speak like a normal person. Okay, new camera. What do we think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. Comment below. How does it feel? How does it look? How does it sound? More importantly, Black Friday, if you want a deal, send us an email and we will happily share with you some early deals. Fragbox corals at the little @ sign, gmail.com. Why do we use Gmail? Because it's great and I like Google. Don't ask questions. Just email us and we'll give you a deal. A lot of times we're not allowed to advertise lower prices on things early. We get in trouble. Manufacturers, one company owns basically all of that and that, but we're not really allowed to advertise earlier, and we're not allowed to do special sales and deals. They tell us what we can do, but you guys are my reefing fam. They can't tell me what to do with my family, friends and family. Off the limits. So just email me and say, hey Mark, I'm looking for this and this and this, and then I'm gonna give you the best possible deal early because we want to relieve some of the congestion here in the store. It does get kind of crazy. Why do we do Black Friday? That is what I should have started this episode with. Why do we do Black Friday? I don't know. That's a great question. But yeah, Thanksgiving in the States. That's a different country. You know where we are? Not the USA. This is called Canada. We're just north of you. I think we're a little bit friendlier, and we say A at the end of everything, and it's frickin' cold out here. And if you could feel it right now, it's getting cold. Okay, you can't feel it because you're watching from wherever you're watching from. If you want a reef cast aquarium and you live in Florida, you can hit up Underwater Gardener. It's a new store. His name is Jamie. He has just about all of them in stock. If you live in England or the United Kingdom and you want one, then you got to go to Advanced Aquarium Consultancy. There is a sale ongoing for these. But, you know what I just did? Getting sidetracked too early. Why do we do a sale here for Black Friday? I really don't know, because we don't do Thanksgiving. Hi, Steve. What's up, fish? We don't do Thanksgiving at this time of the year. We actually do it a month earlier. But we just have adopted this sale, even though it has nothing to do with us. We have our own kind of sale at the end of Christmas on the 26th of December. Called Boxing Day. I think the Brits do it as well, maybe in Australia, and that's really our seasonal sale. But now, over the last couple of years, now we do Black Friday. I just spent time adding all of these frags here. B1, if you see on the site, anything B1 through B60. All of these are now on the site. What you see is what you get, and a lot of them, like this one right here, B6. This video is this is starting to feel like a walkthrough video. This one right here, I think it's only $7 Canadian, which works out to be about $4 US. Now, some people out there might ask, March, why would you waste your time, your valuable time, Mr. YouTube man, in taking a photo and editing and uploading to your site a $4 coral? And that is the question I am about to answer. Why? Because we have a lot of nice corals here in the shop, so let me show you some of the zoanthids that we have right now. Check out some of these. Look at this. You want some, let's say, stratospheres? Where'd they go? I just saw them. Look at these, actually, spellbinders. These are crazy. Look at number 16, stratospheres. Those will go up on the site later today. Hallucinations. You know, you want to spend $50 up to $400. They're all here. But it's not... Emerald crab. What are you doing? What are you eating? Oh my goodness, they're eating a 6-line wrasse. Look at that. I promise you no one else on YouTube is going to show you that. They're double teaming it. They're eating the fish. Kids, look away. I don't swear anymore on the channel, but if I did, this is the time that all the bombs would be dropped, starting with F and ending with other letters. What are you... Okay, I'm going to say most likely this fish was already dead. I don't see any way that emerald crabs are going to be able to catch a 6-line. It's a very intelligent and very fast fish, but now that he's dead, it's a circle of life. So maybe actually, kids, look back at the screen. This is the circle of life. This is what happens. Sometimes we eat chicken, and sometimes crabs eat 6-line wrasses. Wow, that was a good sidetrack. Let's get out of there. Okay. forgot what I was saying. You can spend a lot of money on frags here in the shop. We have some quite expensive pieces. When I started out in the hobby, I didn't have any money. I was 14 or 15 years old, and I'd beg my parents for $10, and I'd go to my local fish store. And where I would shop is not up here. Frags weren't super common back then. Actually, we didn't even call them frags. We just called them pieces. The word frag wasn't even being commonly used, 16, 17 years ago. We just called them pieces. And what I would do, instead of shopping on top, I would go and look underneath for, let's say, that right there. And I would be this very annoying little 15-year-old and be like, "Hi, my name's Marcha. Can you guys sell me this piece on the bottom?" Okay, I'm just kidding. Not annoying. If there's any 15-year-olds out there. But I couldn't afford coral. And so I would go bargain hunting for small pieces, because the way I look at it is I'm not really buying the coral. I'm buying a seed. I just need a little itty-bitty piece, and I'm so happy to grow it out. I've got so much enjoyment out of doing that. Just finding a little piece that wasn't really meant for sale, taking it home and growing that out, that was my drug of choice as a kid. So you see here this little basket. Whenever we find little pieces, we throw them in here. And you guys know that no video is complete unless the battery dies at least once. If you come in the store and you check out this basket, you'll find all the little itty bitty corals and pieces that we save. And if there's something in there that you want, we're happy to sell you out of the basket. People kind of go shopping in them all the time. Okay, this is a very long-winded story. What I was trying to get to was I want to try and offer that experience that I had. See, hold on, here's another basket full of little itty bitty pieces, some rastas, plate coral, some Duncans that broke off, a little OG bounce mushroom that's not living up to its full potential, some utter chaos, other soft coral. I'm trying to share that experience that I had when I first started reefing with other people out there. Maybe there's some hobbyists that enjoy that same feeling that I had, that you can just bargain hunting and trying to find that one little itty bitty piece. Maybe there's younger reefers out there where $50 for a lot of us doesn't seem like maybe that much, but for somebody else maybe it's kind of a lot. So if you see those B numbers on the site, B1, you'll usually find these are a little bit less expensive frags. They're in the $5 to $6 up until about $20 Canadian. So if you want to know what that is just in terms of American dollars, because most of our viewers are in the United States, 50% United States viewership, followed up by United Kingdom with 11%, and then Canada, only 10%. So out of our 71% of the viewers, what am I trying to say? Only 10% of the viewers here on the channel actually live in the country that I'm recording from. Most of them are in the United States, and even more so in the United Kingdom. So, just for reference, that little Zoa I was showing in there, B6, that's listed for $7 Canadian. That's about maybe 4 or 5 US, maybe £3.50 for one little head of what we call X-Men Zoa. So look out for those. That's all I was trying to say. Look out for the B rack. It's not always available. When do I decide to set these up? If I see like a big overflow of sort of inexpensive corals, I will try and make room for them, and then they'll get cleaned and then they go in the basement. So they're not always there, and I try and keep the website sort of exciting. If you guys have ever shopped that before, you guys know that it's constantly changing almost every single day, and people are always asking us. I'm just happening to focus in on a blue Duncan coral as I talk to you. People are always asking us, when do you update the website? What day, what time? And you're never going to find out. It's always just random. Because it really comes down to when do I have time. We have a new employee here, Eli, that's helping out a lot with the website, but he's in university at the University of Toronto, and eventually he's going to go to law school. So it's whenever I have time, and it's whenever Eli has time, that's when you're going to see stuff updated. I kind of like that there's no rhyme or reason to it. I kind of like that it keeps you guys on your toes a little bit. I'm sorry that if it's a little bit annoying, because you'd like it to line up with when you get your paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, but it's very time consuming. And yeah, I'm going to repeat that sentence. It's very time consuming to upload. What you see is what you get, but I do find that the corals do sell faster, and I think people really appreciate when they know that they're getting, the piece that's in the photo, especially if you're going to spend money, like let's say something on this here. Please do not look away from the road. If you are Joe Chambers sorry, that was a hiccup, at Aquarium Composition, do not look away from the road. If you're driving, a lot of people use this as a podcast. If you're not driving, this is a nice torch coral. I almost learned the names. Actually, I have 15 videos to upload from 5 days in the Netherlands, and the first video we shot was at a store called Dream Corals, just beside the airport outside of Amsterdam, and he gave me a very quick and very good lesson on all the different golden torch corals. So we have like the Dragon Soul, the New York Nicks, the Holy Guacamole, Bernoulli, the Banana Torch, Tiger Torch, and he had them all kind of set up in a really easy, like the way he had them set up, you could easily identify which is which. We have probably 5 different types in stock right now, and I completely forgot what he taught me. So I don't know which one this is. This could be New York Nicks. This could be maybe Dragon Soul, or maybe this one is. I try not to get too caught up in the names because I find that they change. So these haven't been around that long, but corals that have, I find the names change. They'll change vendor to vendor. They'll change state to state and province to province and country to country. Some of them do not, but a lot of them do. So I try to tell people, don't get too caught up in the name. Buy the ones you like. Buy the ones that catch your eye. Buy the ones that work within your budget. What do we have in stock right now? If you're looking for that Black Friday deal, again, email us or maybe just try the code. How long has this video been going on? 5 minutes? 6 minutes? Yeah, I don't know. If you watch this far, maybe try the code. I don't know. Try early black. See what happens. I could just be talking out my butt. That might give you 20% off the whole site. I really don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. Okay, so let me give you a little rundown. We have torch, 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 torch. No, sorry, I lied. Octospawn, orange octospawn. Lots of torch in stock. If you want torch with blue tips, or orange tips, or pink tips, we have Bower Banky. That's kind of a cool coral. This is a kind of like I always call it a fat acan, which is maybe not nice, you know. It's maybe it doesn't want to be called fat, and you know, corals have feelings and body positivity and coral positivity. So he's a thick-boned acan, but very similar care requirements to an acan. This is a very cool like hammer bouquet, and off to the left here, these green corals, these green hammers, have kind of picked up this yellow goldenish streak that doesn't pick up very nicely on the camera. This is something that you kind of just have to spend time with them, and then you notice how cool it is. Kind of like this plate coral. Look at the really subtle orange streaks that are running through the veins there. Beautiful acanthophilia. It's actually been here for quite some time. Stuff like this we typically are not going to put on sale just because they're hard to get in. They're very expensive, and I may be wrong, but I think I heard my friend Paul at AAC, somebody can confirm this for me, but a piece like this is actually like 40 or 50 years old. Like, this is an old coral to get to this size. Now, we talked a lot the last couple weeks when we were there, but I feel like I heard that. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. My memory's still kind of there. Let me show you what else we have over on this side. Some cool torch coral. Very nice torchy, but a different type of torch. I think I spoke about this in the last video. This is the cristata. This is the stubby torch. Branching alveopora, which doesn't get nearly enough love. I think I kept one for our display tank here. I think Tia might have kept one in here. What's going on? Do not clean front pane. Why? I have a little video idea, but I need the front pane to get dirty first in order to do it. I think I kept one of those branching alves because you do not see them very often. Yeah, right over here. And you don't appreciate how cool it is, I guess, until it really starts to grow out, because it grows in like these nubs, like literally branching, instead of the rounded sort of gonipora or alveopora that we're used to seeing. This is a really nice leather. It's been here far too long. That may even go on a crazier sale on Black Friday. Not sure yet. You won't get phone. We're close. Some beautiful Indophilias. These are spectacular. Look at this one, and this is actually Tia's favorite piece in the whole store right now. This sort of pinky kind of white one. You guys want a little Fragoon update while we're here? Let me turn off the flow with my trusty little Apex controller. I do have a better system for turning this off. I bought these buttons from Adaptive Reef, and it's like on my list of things to do, and I just haven't gone around to doing it. But it's these really cool buttons in order to, I just realized how nerdy that sounds. Really cool buttons to turn off the flow on my aquarium. I have really cool buttons, and they turn off the flow on my fish tank. Yeah, they are though. They're actually sick. And I just have to take the time to install it and make a video. The rock is gone brown. Look at this. Very, very brown. It's going to go purple soon. So this is what we call the ugly phase. And I want to do a video on how long coralline takes to grow, because it's just starting to come in. I threw in a couple urchins today. Oh, look at this. I'm seeing some ulva. Ah, look at that algae right there. I'm surprised actually that the tangs have not absolutely wrecked this, because usually they love ulva, unless I'm wrong and it's not ulva. But I'm saying ulva too many times. I'm pretty positive, 100% sure that's ulva. I'm just surprised that they're not eating it. Thank you, Quake, for trading in this massive colony of pink Cadillac. And this is something I don't think is on the site yet, but it's really, really cool. Over here, look at these bounce yumas. Just enormous. Like, the bounce that's on them is like the size of a golf ball. On this one, some utter chaos. So everything's looking really good, other than it's really brown, but it's gonna pass. I do see the coralline, I think like maybe a month, one more month, and it's gonna all go purple, and it's gonna look really nice. So jump on that side and show you a couple hammers that don't get any love or attention. They're really big. You gotta have a big tank for something like this, but check out the color. Just fantastic. These are wall hammers, Euphilia ancora, and they look absolutely remarkable. We're supposed to get some fish today. I think they're arriving tomorrow. ORA fish coming from Florida. So if you pre-ordered, look out for that. Tuesday or Wednesday, they will be available. But we actually found a new fish supplier here in Toronto who is breeding clownfish. And check these out. I'm really, really impressed. We may have just found like our full-time fish supplier here. We might not need to order from the States so often. Look at these. We have some snowflakes, some frostbites, I have a lot. Mist bars, Wyoming whites. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what's going on in this tank. I've shot a video. As you know, they don't always come out in order, because that's how it works here. But some coolness is coming from the flat 6 in the store. You're going to understand a little bit more when I drop the video about why there's so much rock here. But I think it's going to be really neat. I think we only have 2 left of these. I don't mean this whole video to sound like a sales pitch, but it is a very busy time of year. Actually, it's crazy. Last year, we sold more during Black Friday than we did during our Boxing Day sale. And I know that might not sound strange for you if you're in the US, but it is very strange for us to have more sales on an American holiday that has absolutely nothing to do with us than our own traditional Boxing Day end of Christmas sale. More sales on Black Friday. So it's going to get busy this week into next week. Then there's some Cyber Monday, Blue Tuesday. It makes me a little bit crazy. I don't mean to sound like a ranting old man, but there's 2 of these left. These are a crazy blowout deal on a saltwater aquarium kit. It's our Villa 12 size. Why? Why is it so crazy? Because we love you guys. And we want to kind of help you get other people in the hobby. Because you know what? It'll be better if you can involve your kids or your grandmother or your neighbor or maybe anyone you want to get into it. These are half off right now. They're normally $800. They come with everything you need to set a tank up. The tank, the sand, the rock, the salt, hydrometer, bacteria, carbon, return pump, filter floss, digital thermometer, ammonia chloride, bacteria, heater, I think I said heater already, a light, a lid, everything you need. It's all here in a kit. There's only a couple left, 2 or 3 left, and then that's it. I think we'll wrap it up. You know what? I'm going to get back to taking photos because I got to update the rest of these in here for the week, and that takes me a couple hours. But that is not fun stuff. That's not stuff you guys want to see. March has to do some work, boring stuff. I still cannot believe that fish. Man, poor fishy. Circle of life. Okay, we'll leave you on that. Sorry to make it a sad note. Bye-bye, and have a good night.